Hey, what's up YouTube? Dragon Dude's guy here. Today I'm going to be doing some narration on some Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro duels that I did on when I've been testing my disaster rulers. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing this on this channel because it's just something new that I've been wanting to do. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the matches here. The first couple matches are against heroes. One's against Destiny heroes, and then other ones are against regular heroes. This one I drew kind of bad, so I ended up summoning Delta and then sending my back rows because obviously there's no heavy storm. If there's a catastrophe, then there's a catastrophe. So I don't really know what my opponent's playing because he allures, but then he ends up banishing one of his monsters. So I kind of know it's one of kind of a hero deck. So he ends up MSTing, and then he ends up attacking. I had to use Lance because, as you can see, I don't really have another monster to get over his monster. But not knowing that I would draw into a Kakemiro Drago, so I ended up summoning Kakemiro Drago and attacking with Delta and attacking with Kakemiro Drago to get some damage in. I could have synchroed, but I kind of didn't want to because I didn't really know what his back row was. So I ended up passing there. His turn, he uses emergency call. He gets one of his heroes. And then he ends up summoning, I believe it's Diamond Dude, I think. And then he ends up attacking for some reason, but then he ends up telling me because he thought my monster was 900 and not 1900. So that was his mistake there. Here, I do end up synchroing because I want to get Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon onto the field, so I go for Stardust. I summon Delta, I banish Delta, and I end up summoning Darkness Metal, and he ends up quitting. Next duel, like I said, it's against regular heroes. As you guys can see, I was at the time I was testing out Pot of Duality and was it Tiger Dragon, but I ended up taking them out, and I'll show you guys my next build that I'm currently using. I like it more than this build. So I attack and Clayman, so I end up taking a little bit of damage. He uses what is it? Something I can't really see, but yeah, it's like an MC I guess for heroes. And as you can see, he set 2 cards, and I ended up tributing for Tiger Dragon and using its effect to get rid of his 2 back rows, which was amazing because he had a Mirror Force. So I really like Tiger Dragon there, but it's not really, you know, I don't know. It just didn't really work out for me. He tributes his heroes for another hero to get over my Tiger Dragon, but I ended up warning because I don't really have a really, you know, I haven't have an okay hand, but I want to save my monsters. But because I know that his hand advantage right now is really bad, so I'd rather attack and get some damage in there with Master Dragon and Tiger Dragon. His turn, he ends up playing Fusion Gate, and then for some reason he didn't set his elemental hero, Sparkman, for some reason. So here I ended up just going all out and attacking with everything, and I ended up resurrecting Kakemiro Drago just in case he had like a Gorz or Tragody or something, but yeah. Next duel, again, I Pot of Duality. As you guys can see, I was testing out Dark Bribe here. But yeah, again, I set everything and summoned Kakemiro Drago, revealed Delta Flyer. And in this game, I think I'm playing like a troll deck, like Chain Burn or something, because we haven't really seen, what is it, Swords of Revealing Light, so I think I'm just playing like a regular troll deck. So I don't find out that for like a couple, like about 2 turns in. So I still can't attack, so I'm just, you know, waiting and seeing what my options are. I do use a Dark Bribe here because it's one of those card trader where he can send one of his cards to his deck, shuffle it, I believe, and then drawing another card, so I don't want him to have an advantage like that, so I do end up using the bribe. Here I summon Delta because just in case, you know, I get my field set up to start getting ready to attack. So I do attack, and I end up seeing that it's one of those skull decks, so I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I still don't know exactly what I'm playing. I don't know if a troll deck or you know, like one of those fun decks. But as you guys can see at the later in the duel, it ends up being, you know, I end up sweating it. Here I use Chalice to get over his monster because I need to get rid of that monster sooner or later, and I don't want to synchro because he does have 3 back rows and I don't know what they are. So yeah, and then he's summoning a really powerful monster. Like, it begins with 0, but then it depends on how many skull monsters he has in his graveyard, and that thing went up to 3,000. So he ended up attacking me. I used Book of Moon to flip it face down, but then he ends up using Titan Mask, which I had no idea. I didn't see it coming. So he gets over my Drago. And here I end up swinging another one, and I end up going for Black Rose, thinking Black Rose is going to be able to work to blow up everything, but he ends up using Destruction Gemmer, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I go, it's okay, because I'll just, you know, summon Blaster and get over his monster, and then use land, so you guys can see here, and get over his monster. So then he ends up bringing another one out in his graveyard, so right here I have to use Burst Breath to get over it, but then thinking I'm okay, but then he ends up summoning another one. He draws into another one. I'm like, what the fuck? So here, this is where I'm sweating it, because he dropped me down to ability 3600, and that monster's at 3000, so I ended up drawing a Mass Dragon, so I set it, hoping he'll attack, so I can, you know, summon an Exploder, and he does end up attacking, so this is where I bring out Exploder Dragon, hoping I don't run into a Deep Prison or a Mirror Force. So next turn I could set the totem and then summon Lad. So I do attack, the attack goes through, and I get rid of his monster. So next turn I'm happy because I can go into Lad. So he ends up using Book of Life, which sucks because he brings out the monster again and a Blaster. But I'm like, okay, so why would you banish my Blaster? I'm just going to get another one. And then I could just use that with Master Dragon to pop his monster. So that's what I do. I don't sweat it, so I resurrect Totem from the graveyard. I use Blaster's effect with Mass to pop it. I summon Lad, and I end up attacking for 2800 to the face. So I'm not sweating it anymore because I know Lad is going to take quite a while to get over it. So he uses one of his monster's effect to negate Lad, and then he uses Book of Life to negate Lad. So he's really trying to bring down Lad to, you know, really lower his attack, but it's not working because he doesn't have a monster. So Lad negates all the way down to 1300, which sucks. But you know, I can't summon Tempest because Lad will just negate it. So I draw a warning. I attack for 13 because there's nothing else really I could do, and I set the warning just in case because I'm good because I have I have 3600 life points. Nothing happens here, so I end up summoning Delta to get some attack in there with Lad and Delta. And then next turn, he draws Destruction Gemmer again. He sets it, thinking it's a bluff, like a Mirror Force or something. That don't really matter because he only has 500 life points left anyway. So he ends up surrendering. So that's the duel, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be uploading more of my new build, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Peace.